T minus 50 seconds. T minus 40 seconds. T minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. Ten, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Shout out to Kopish.
Shout out to Kopish, guys.
All the good work
the
up.
two legends, Emil Heskey, Howard Gill. Can't get much better than that guy.
Yeah.
You know what to do now. Like, comment, subscribe. I'm with legends, guys.
Kopish.
Football as a sport, as we know it, is absolutely nothing without Divock Origi. Yesterday's score is not today's score when Divock Origi is on the pitch. Yesterday's price is not today's price when Divock Origi is on the pitch. A 0-0 does not stay a 0-0 when Divock Origi is on the pitch. His name's not Divock anymore. It's Clutch Origi. Le Savior. Divock Origi has done it again. He is life. Divock Origi is football life. I was wrong. I've been wrong all along. I called my children Stephen and Robbie when really I should have called them Divock and Origi. He wears number 27, but he's number 1. Give him his flowers, people. Because I'm at the bouquet shop right now, putting a big bunch together. Give him his roses. He is the guy. If you need world peace, call Divock Origi. You want to cure things? Call Divock Origi. You want a happier life? Call Divock Origi. You want someone to satisfy your wife? Call Divock Origi. What can he not do? I'm handing in adoption papers right now because I want my dad to be Divock Origi. I love my brother, but I need my brother to be Divock Origi. Clutch Origi. Clutch Origi. He's the genius. All this time, I've doubted the man. He's beyond a cult hero. He is almost Liverpool Football Club. I want the next stand named after Divock. F a statue. Call the club shop Clutch Origi. Because he delivers. Goodness me. Whether he's got dreads, the low fade, the high fade, delivery. It's coming up to Christmas. Bun UPS and Amazon Prime. Ask for a Divock delivery. Ask for clutchness. He delivers. What can he not do, people? Right foot, left foot, head. It's light work. It's light work. Give him his flowers. Drift, the floor is yours, bro.
I don't even know what to say after that, bro.
I'll take it back then. He is a genius, a maverick, a marvel. I'll be real with you, the game was done. We would have been on there screaming about Mane chances, screaming about Jota chances, Salah chances. But Divock says, no. Christmas comes early. Jay-Z's birthday. But I know who my goat is. Divock Origi.
I feel like a proud dad, bro.
Talk to the people,
bro.
If you smell what Divock is cooking.
Listen, bro, I don't need to keep on saying it. The people already know how I feel. I don't need to keep saying it. The man just keeps on pulling out moments.
Origi brings life. Origi brings new life. Origi brings life. What can he not do, Drift? I need more energy, Drift.
Bro,
I want arrogant Drifty tonight.
Bro, you know what? I'm so happy, yeah. And I feel so fulfilled within that last minute moment that like I'm just floating, bro. I don't even really know how to express myself. I don't even know. You know, I muted myself in my celebration because I knew if I celebrated on loud, I would have either bust my voice or the neighbors would have been on some madness, bro. Listen. You know what? Let's talk about him when we get there, innit? Let's just talk about the game first, because we do have to get some of the game stuff out of the way. Then we'll talk about him when we get there.
All right, doing an hour of Divock today. I'm not gonna lie, bro.
Hey, bro, you ain't gonna talk to me about that,
I'm all
bro.
right doing an hour of Divock.
You ain't gonna talk to me about it, bro. What's mad is that throughout that entire game, I don't know if you lot felt the same as me, yeah, but it was almost like I felt like we could have scored at any moment, but we just didn't. Does that make any sense to you?
Yeah, big Divock going on the pitch, bro. It makes sense. It makes perfect sense.
Like, I was watching the game, and you know there's games, Cal, where we're playing in, where it might be 0-0 and we might have the possession, but we don't really look cutthroat. We don't look like we're penetrating. Like, and you're kind of looking at it like, today's going to be one of them days we don't score a goal, innit? For the majority of the game today, Cal, I felt like we were going to score, but we just kept not scoring. It was really weird. Like, we were cutting through them, and then it was just the end product at the end every time. And it was getting so frustrating, man. It was like, why haven't we scored yet? We should have scored by now. And obviously, it's a day for celebrating, so I don't want to
celebration. It's a Origi day. It's Divock day.
It's Divock day. It's 100%, bro.
It's Jay-Z's birthday and it's Divock day.
It's Divock day. So I don't even want to be negative, but I definitely feel like if Origi hadn't pulled that moment off, Jota would have been really, really on a stick tonight. Yeah, because, bruv, you can't miss that chance, bro. You can't. The chance was easier to miss. Sorry, it was easier to score, than it was to miss. Like, oh my days. It was, I don't know. I have no idea what he was doing. I have absolutely no idea. But, guys, Cal will be back in 1 second. He did let me know he had to go. PE say you're absolutely right.
I had to clean myself off.
Like, you know what? It's actually mad. Like, yeah, like Big Fish says, it was like the chance was impossible not to score, and somehow Jota still didn't score it. It was the weirdest. Like, when they showed the replay, it was almost like Jota, that was the only place where it could be blocked. Why did you kick it there? That, oh man, and I'm not gonna lie to you, when that happened, you know, when you're just looking at the situation, don't tell, is it really Jota's birthday today? It's real. Don't lie. Man's gonna have to give him a blight on that one is still. I big up Conrad every time. Jota better get Origi a great Christmas present. Trust me. And if he ain't got him if he don't have Origi in the Secret Santa, he needs to go and find out who's got Origi in the Secret Santa and make sure he gets Origi something. You know what I mean? Preferably something that has a clutch in it, like a Lamborghini or something. You know them ones? Because that was just mad. But when Jota missed that chance, guys, I don't know about you, but I think there might have been 15 minutes to go or 20 minutes to go when he missed that. But that's the type of miss where you watch it happen and you go, this game's destined for a 0-0. Or like they go down the other end and like smash and grab a 1-0. Like you're watching it and you're just thinking, yeah, it ain't looking good. It ain't looking good. So to be honest with you, I am. Hold on. No. What did I say? Man said his inner Robert come out. No, I'm not even gonna shade the man. Remember, he's back to Bobby. But no, real talk. That's kind of how it felt. But yeah, the whole front three, man. Again, I don't want to be negative. This is a brilliant win. Under the circumstances, in unbelievable circumstances, the way it happened. You lot already know. You already know, man. I don't even, like I said, Cal's intro was perfect. When we get to the player ratings, man, they're chipping again. But Divock gets the winner. And I think he bailed the whole front three out. I think even though Jota missed the most guilty chance out of all of them,
he bailed everyone out.
One or two chances that he had to score as well, or he had to at least hit the target with. Salah had one or two chances that he did hit the target, but they were very poor shots and he should have done that. And I feel like, what's going on, little man?
Say Divock Origi. Why are you not smiling? Is it because you don't want me as your dad? You want Divock as your dad? I get it. I understand. I would as well. I don't blame you. I'll call up tomorrow and get that sorted. I'll change your surname to Origi from now on, yeah? Yeah? All right, cool.
Man's nodded as well, you know.
I don't blame him, Drift. He wants the best in life, bruv. I don't blame him. I'd want the same. I want Divock to be my dad, bruv. I don't blame him. He's a smart kid, bruv. Why wouldn't he want that?
He is. But no, like I was saying, bruv, I feel like the whole front three just as a whole got bailed out with that moment today because they were all guilty of missing chances, whichever one. Let's not point fingers and make it like you, because we won the game, innit? You know what I mean? Like, it's obvious which one was the most glaring and whatnot. But, like, just in general, I think they had enough chances that we should have at least had maybe 2 or 3 goals in this game. Do you know what I mean? And maybe it was made to feel this extra sweet the way it went down. But without that moment from Divock there, that's a 0-0 game that there's no way we should have been drawing. No way. So I'm just over the moon that we've actually come out of that game the way we were supposed to with the win, especially after the circumstances with this morning. Do you know what I mean? That really did feel like the moment. It's either, do you want this title and do you want to take advantage, or don't you? Do you know what I mean? Because the last couple of times Chelsea have faltered, we haven't really managed to capitalize on it.
We bottled it the last couple of times.
You get what I mean? So it was like we've got to make sure we capitalize on this one, and thank the Lord we did, bruv, man. We did. I'm not gonna lie, but there's quite a few super chats.
I've got them all saved.
Yeah.
Messi FC says Cal's son is moving like Guna Lee. Are you sure he's a Liverpool fan? Smile, little man. What an incredible day. Now, to be honest, he not too long woke up. He woke up from me shouting down the house. So I'm not in his good books at the moment. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Sport gurus. Kat Sander says football is nothing. Football without Origi is nothing. I may go a step further and say life without Origi is nothing.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Troy M. When Kopish arrives, I need Cal and Matt to give Drifty the single screen for a minute to talk his talk. Chants, Drifty Origi. Drifty Origi. Kike says making them eat their words, and it's so delicious. Facts. I don't know if that applies to Liverpool or Drifty, but both apply very much so today. Sadiq says would pay to see Drifty's reaction. Top of the tree. I would have paid to see that reaction as well. I'm not gonna lie. Oh, hello. Hello.
Guys. Sorry I'm late. Apologies. One thing I'm gonna say is this. I think the 4th of December should now be called Divock Origi Day.
Yeah.
I can't front. There's a reason why I'm wearing this tee today. You see this tee? This is the tee where we won the league, yeah? Divock Origi has been disrespected by our fan base, including myself.
And me.
including Cal, including many of us. And I think even though he may not be the guy that's going to score 30 goals a season, so to speak, while he's here, let's support the cause of him and what he's doing. Because do you want to know something? What also made me realize today, guys, is that we've got AFCON coming up and we're going to need him more so than ever as well. And your likes of your Minaminos as well. So big up all the people that always believed in Origi. And even the people that maybe didn't believe in him as such, even myself, thinking that, maybe he should kind of move on. You just have to give, man, the props, bruv, because what he did today was absolute clutch. Like, bruv, I can't even... This would have been another draw and we would have seen Chelsea slip up and we would have been like, we never capitalized. We made another draw again. What did we do? Origi come up, trumps, and let's take nothing away from Salah as well, because Salah didn't have an amazing game at all by any standards. The defender that was on him, I can't remember his name, Altori, Nori or something like that.
Yeah,
played very well against him. And then Salah finally broke free and done the right thing. Played the ball, which I'm not saying the right thing, but played the ball and Origi turned and just bang. Bro. Oh my days. Divock, man.
Matt couldn't say it much better. Mickey
Jeez.
Styles says, I'm just happy we had a plan B today. Long live Divock. Facts.
Yes.
Lord Walker says, Cal, say it with us. Divock is a world-class finisher. Divock's better than R9.
He's the GOAT.
Divock's better than R9.
GOAT.
No, someone tell me any different, innit?
He's the
Divock's
GOAT,
better than
fam.
R9.
He's the
Goal
GOAT.
in the Champions League semi-final, goal in the final of the Champions League, winner against Wolves, clutch goal after clutch goal after clutch goal. He's better than R9.
Bruv, he's the
Convince
GOAT.
me
I
otherwise.
mean,
Convince me otherwise. That's your job in the comments for today. Convince me that R9 is better than Divock Origi.
I need to get some Origi stuff now. Like,
Because you see the
on the
fact that he's
screen.
got 27 on his shirt. What does 2 and 7 add up to? Aye. You're not seeing it, people. You're not seeing it.
between the lines. Between the
Come
lines.
on, between the
Read between the lines.
D9. That's what I'm calling from now on. D9. Base facing spaces on behalf of all the Origi doubters. Sorry, Drift. You knew all along. You knew. Did.
Big up,
Did.
man. Big up. No,
East
but listen,
says,
I'm not here for that. I told you so. I'm just glad everybody sees it. That's
I'm
all
saying it for you, bruv. I'm saying it for you. It's Divock Day today, bruv. It's
Divock Day, fam. Divock Day.
Bruv, I might even
today.
dread it tonight, bruv. Who knows, bruv? I might even dread the thing.
Trust me.
Divock dedication, bruv. Eastwood says, welcome to the truth that Divock, that's Divock, Matt, Origi security. You don't need any
Oi.
Origi security anymore. All of us are guarding the door now. All of us
Trust.
are guarding the door. A-Spec says, as a fan base, I feel we view Origi like how rivals view Hendo. We pick apart his attributes without actually looking at what he delivers on the pitch. Very fair point. Very fair point. Hey, look at it. That's your dad. That's your dad, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listen,
Daddy.
Divock Origi time right
Yeah,
now, yeah.
that's daddy. That's daddy. And you know what? If
You
Mummy
lot
wants
ain't
to
even
make
gonna
a
see our
husband,
faces. You're just gonna
then
watch
that's
this.
fine. I
You're
can
just gonna
live
watch
with it as
Divock
well.
Origi for the whole show.
I can live with it. If that becomes Mummy's husband, I can live with it. She's upgraded. You feel me?
Origi, you know.
Sham 4 says Origi saved my birthday. Origi saved everyone's day today.
Big up, happy birthday, man.
Big up, happy birthday, man.
You, man, do you know about this one here?
Let me drop the beat for Sham
Okay,
4.
cool. Yeah.
Well, boy, I'm not gonna lie, guys. There's loads of super chats. So you're gonna have to bear with us for a second. Obviously, appreciate you all for your super chats. Appreciate everyone who's watching. Over 1,300 of you come to celebrate Origi Day with us. We
Oi,
appreciate
Origi Day.
it. Smash the like, please, people. Smash the like.
Just says, we need to make this tune catch, Saturday night, and I like the way you move.
Divock Origi.
Origi.
Right,
Bro, just look at the Wolves guy on the ground.
He's been divocked. He's been
Aye.
divocked.
And
happened
you
to the best of them.
want to know something, yeah? And this is how I know that today's goal meant a lot to him. Origi is actually quite a calm, cool, collected guy when he scores goals. He's very Balotelli like in his celebrations. You know what I mean? Like he's happy, but he never gets overgassed about
Never goes
it.
crazy.
And today is the first time I've actually seen him like pumped, like he felt like, do you know what I mean? Like he felt that moment. And like watching him get more animated than normal made it feel even more sweet. Still, I can't even lie.
Top of the league too.
Trust me.
Edward says, if anybody deserves a why always me brand, it is Origi. Oh my word. You just knew the moment the ball went to him in the box, it was coming. Origi's agent says Salah contract been pending for Origi's extension. I understand it now. I understand it. Ty says, Drifty about to get this stream demonetized. No, if Naby scored a winner like that, then it would definitely be in the mud. Camera, you'll never walk alone. Says, all right, Stevie. All right, you're gonna go tell mum about Origi. Go on. Go and tell mum.
Bro. It's pink.
Yeah, he's a problem. I'm definitely going to do that hairstyle at least once before God takes my life. Still,
Divock Origi has arrived. He's arrived, you know.
Tardy official says the blessed one. Indeed. Camera, you'll never walk alone says, how are we lads? Slapped a 10 on Origi to score. Knew it was one of those days where we needed a big drift. Did you back your man?
Ah, come on. Every time he's on the pitch, I'm picking it. Hey, big up man like Wadron in the building as well. There's certain man that know the coup, bro.
Do you know what's so mad? Just quickly, did you guys think, you see when he bought on Origi, yeah? And he took off Henderson, I thought, oh, that's kind of mad. That means he's definitely going 4-2-3-1, yeah? One, just a little negative, and it's nothing big, by the way. One thing I didn't like to see, though, is when we did do the 4-2-3-1, I didn't like Jota in the 10. I was like, out of all the four players, I don't think he should have been the 10 at the time. Now, that's only hindsight, but like, I thought he might have went Salah in the 10 or Mane in the 10, because I felt like Jota needs to be more central further up the pitch. And Salah's passing,
I think that's why
good.
He brought him out after about 5 minutes after he did that, because he realised it weren't working, isn't it?
Indeed. So he had to bring on the Ox, innit? And big up the Ox as well, because I think the Ox came on, added some energy as well. But when Divock Origi first came onto that pitch, you could tell he was on it. And if we was going to win, like we did, he was going to be involved in something because he was pressing. He didn't stop running. He was always a menace. He was a threat. Couple of nice touches. Remember the little thing with Robbo as well. He done very, very well today. And it's not a case of even getting carried away. I think it's just a case of just being level-headed tonight and knowing that Divock Origi saved us today with a game that we should have won, because obviously Jota should have scored. We'll get onto ratings later. But Origi kind of saved our blushes today. And I'm so glad it was him, because he's one of the guys that we're going to really need to step up, as I said before, when AFCON comes about. He has to be him, Firmino, Jota and Minamino have to kind of carry the torch while Mane and Salah go to AFCON.
Guys, you see, can you actually make that out? I don't know if you can make that out.
That's straight vodka, I'm guessing.
Nah, that's Ray and Neff, bro.
Straight Ray and Neff. Jeez, boy. Divock Origi.
Good luck tonight.
In it. Fully Origi day.
Good luck tonight. I'm gonna run through these super chats, boys.
Yeah, let me get them out.
By the way, before you do the super chats, did you not hear? So I big up yourself. I can't remember who it was who said it. Apparently, in the interview, Divock said when Klopp was talking to him before he came on, he said to him, "Just go on and be Origi." Man didn't even give him game instructions. Man just said, "Go on and be Origi."
What do you expect?
No, I'm being serious. That's different, you know. That's different.
What else can you say to the man who's the best of all time?
That's different.
What instructions can you give to the GOAT?
He's the greatest.
I'm not being funny. If someone gets out of their car and starts to about to fight John Jones or Khabib or GSP, we're gonna tell them instructions. You're just gonna say, "Do your thing, bro. Do your thing." Goats are goats for reasons. Chris, to answer your question, Origi. I done said it. Origi's the greatest of all time. The
greatest.
Bruv, any position you put him in. You want to put him, bruv, he's better than Maldini at centre back. He's better than Makalele in the 6. He's better than Zidane in the 10. And he's better
He's
than
the greatest.
R9 in the 9.
He's the greatest. He's the
Like,
greatest.
the greatest. Aldianac says these are the games that wins you the league. Yep, it's very true. And do you know what? One thing we have kind of been criticized for this season is when we win big, but we haven't grinded out a result.
Yes, I'm glad you said it.
Grind.
We had
grinded
to.
that ounce.
We have to.
I think that's the first game we've only scored 1 goal in 18. I think today would have been 19 in a row where it was 2
Something
or more
like that,
goals,
yeah.
right? Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah,
So but
100.
you know what sweeter of a moment for it. And do you want to know what, guys? All jokes aside, yeah, just quickly before we get into the rest of it. This is the reason why people thought that I was being stupid, yeah. But I know what value he brings. And this is why I was saying to you lot, when Origi is on the bench, there's always a chance he can come on and change the game. Now, if you think about it, if you get rid of that player because you want to bring somebody else in, because everyone blames Origi, why would it make signings and all that? You remember in the summertime, and it was like, oh, we didn't buy anyone because he wouldn't leave and rare. And I know they put it at the finger at a few other people, Minamino, and there was 1 or 2 others. But like, these are the type of moments why I'm saying to you lot, even if you're not like me, where you believe that if he started every game, he's a 15, 20 goal a season striker. Which if I'm being honest with you, I don't see how you can't see it. Because if the man can do this with no rhythm and no regular game time, then imagine what he would do if he did have rhythm and regular game time. But even if you don't agree with me that he's a 15 to 20 goal a season striker if he plays week in, week out, how can you not see now what I mean when I say he's still a valuable squad member because he's capable of moments? Who else in our team, and I'm not being stupid, other than Firmino, who technically is a starter? So whether it's Jota or Firmino, because the other one's playing, other than those two, who other than Origi is the one who really comes off the bench and has that impact and makes a moment and does something that if the game ain't going, right, he's that guy on our bench that can do it. It's either Firmino or Jota, depending who starts.
I was going to say Jota, yeah. He kind of before, yeah.
And then Origi, and then after that, there's not really anybody else on the bench that ever does anything.
Yeah.
So how can you have a problem with Origi being in the squad, even if you don't think he's a starter? Do you get what I mean? Like, and this is what I've been trying to say all along. You know what I mean? Yes, I had an agenda. Yes, it was about me wanting him to play because he's one of my favorites. But it wasn't just about that. It was because I know what he's capable of, and I know that the guy can have these moments. So this is all I've been championing. That's it. That's all I've been championing this whole time. When everyone thinks that I'm going over the top, bigging up Origi or backing Origi, I know he's capable of doing this. He has previous of doing this on numerous occasions, and he's done it again. He's done it again, man. So I'm telling you, man, there's no like, and if I'm being honest with you, I wouldn't care if Origi did Ole Gunnar Solskjaer and he spent his entire career at Liverpool just having brilliant moments off the bench, because it wins you stuff. That's how you win stuff, when you got somebody who can just come off the bench and change games for you like that. So I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. For me personally, Divock deserves a run in the team, and I know AFCON's coming around and maybe he will get a run. The only thing that will upset me about that is I want him to get a run in the team when he's playing with Salah and Mane and the big boys. Like, I hate that normally when he's playing with a lot of the other players, and then it doesn't allow him to fully display what he's doing. Do you know? Like today, Salah set him up today, right?
Yeah.
So,
yeah, Salah. Top of the assist charts, I think Salah is now. I think he's top assist, top goal scorers. Salah.
Re-E-1. When the cops say go, Origi.
Mad thing, bro.
When the cops say go, Origi. Re-E-1. When the cops say go, Origi. Vibes tonight, people. Vibes in. Genie Houdini says, my wife and dog were trapped in a burning building. Instead of calling the cops, I called Origi. They were rescued safe and sound. Probably reboot the house as well. Probably reboot the house. Eastwood Henderson just says hashtag Origi security. Ahmed says, man like Divock, I was wrong about him. Keep him. I think we all might have been. Monkey King says most clutch player at the club. Hashtag Mystic Drift. Zubiri says, man like Sir Divock Zubiri Origi should have I'd put his name in it, you know. Should have started. Jota stunk up the game. Bless up my G's. I'm heading out to a job that I should have fixed at kickoff. You need to get it. Hey, call Origi, he'll fix it.
Yeah, give him a shout, bro.
Sadiq says, and the look on Drifty's face when that goal went in, priceless. Divock. Nick says, it's time we start putting respect on Divock's name. Facts. Eastwood says, Cal, glad you are seeing the truth. Welcome to the truth. Hashtag Origi security. Oh, I'm in now. If you lot thought Drifty was unbearable, you ain't seen nothing yet. I'm in now. I'm fully in now. Timmy says, saying for time, Origi should be playing over Taki. That is one thing I don't think anyone on here can accuse us of.
Yeah.
We've all said
always said that. Didn't understand it, but
Kat Sanders says, Drift, I'm sorry for everything I've ever said. Facts. Shaq says, you want education, call Origi. Facts. Tayshawn says, Watford couldn't even leave us top for 45 minutes. Nah, do you know what? I don't even care about that. As
long as we got ours. As long as we get ours. We'll worry about them later.
We knew,
man.
We knew City were going to smoke.
Yeah,
but there was no point even worrying about
the league's a boxing match. You know what we're doing? We're just working the body now. We're just working the body. We're banking points, working the body, and then when the time's right, we'll start moving up to the head. Messi FC says Drifty equals Paul Heyman, Origi equals Brock Lesnar. My client, Divock Origi. But why are you showing us this, bruv? Who's debating whether Kane's better than Origi or not?
I'm just putting some stuff out there.
No. But who's debating it?
Just putting some stuff out there, you know.
It's light work, bruv. It's light work.
You know what? I'm really interested to see what his goals per minutes played has gone down to now as well, because he scored twice in his last game and he's only had like maybe half an hour or something like that on the pitch.
I'm starting to think Klopp doesn't play him because it would be unfair on the rest. Big up to the big barber himself. Vinny says, Drifty, are your time, brethren? Beat your chest now.
Big up, Vin.
Big up Icon Barber.
I saw Vin today as well. Funny enough, we're talking about the game today. Like me and Vin was chopping up, and we kind of did think that it would be a bigger scoreline, and obviously it wasn't. However, we always knew that we would win, but yeah, should have been, because obviously Jota should have scored. But because I was saying to Vin, like, I don't think he's amazing, Adama Traore, but he's just effective, innit?
Now, guys, tell me if you lot still don't believe me when I say if Klopp got hold of Adama, you could turn him into a proper weapon.
No, wait, Matt, wait.
That's another conversation.
No, wait. Drift, we've doubted you on a few things, and right now, you're top selected in it right now. So my heart wants to say no. But because of your track record, I can't disagree with you as things stand right now. That's what I will say.
One thing I will say, if you get Adama, you have to play a certain way. Like, he has to play a certain way. And if Klopp gets hold of him, he'd have to probably change him up a little bit. Because I do think, because he's a threat. Don't get me wrong, he's a threat. It's a win. What it is with Adama, he's a massive threat, Drift. Massive threat. Like, give him the ball and he could just beat 3 man. Take 3 man out of the game. But do you want to know something? Even today, there was a point where he ran, and he drove past like 2-3 man, and he had to play like a final ball. And the final ball was just like slightly more out wide. Like, it wasn't in sync with the person's run. It's things like that I wonder whether he will ever be able to fine-tune. But I'm not going to deny that he's just a threat. I said that to Vin today. He's a threat.
Here's the 2 things I'll say to that, because you are right
as well.
What you're saying is actually bang on the money. But what I think it is, I think it's down to 2 things. I think he's playing in a team that aren't that good, and I feel like he always knows that once he creates a moment, well, shit, if nothing happens from this, then we could lose a game, or I don't know when another opportunity is going to come. So maybe rushes it a little bit, maybe overthinks it a bit. But at the same time, those are the things that I think on the training pitch, somebody like Klopp would actually get him to understand and then mold him. Do you get what I mean? Like, I'm sure Adama's only 25, 26, right? He's still of an age where I think you can mold him and you could get him to learn some new things. And do you get what I mean? Like, and I'm just saying, you see Adama off the bench last 20 guys, teams will be shook if we had Adama to
funny you say that.
20 minutes to go.
That's where I disagree.
The role. Oh, sorry. I was gonna say that's the role where I think he would be the most effective. So you see, like, if he, let's say, it was the Bayern in January, for example, right? And like, say we've gone past AFCON and we get to a game and like another Wolves game where we're a little bit unstuck or whatever, and you need some impact players. That's where you think, yeah, bring on Adama and bring on Origi, because Adama, people are tired. He would just run. He'll just run. He'll just run and keep running and try and get that. And it might take him 3 attempts to get that perfect final ball. But I do think him as like an impact player off the bench is not the worst idea in the world. I'm not saying that we should get him. I'm just saying, like, that's how I perceive him if we was to ever get him.
So here's the thing. I actually disagree with that. I think Adama only worked off the bench for us if we've got a lead and we're playing on the counter attack. I think if we're trying to break a team down, I don't think it works because teams are going to be playing a low block. He needs space to get in behind. He's not going to have space
though, bruv. Basically his acceleration and top speed. Yeah, I've seen it where, remember, teams double up on him, and I've seen teams double up on him. Yeah, and they're thinking there's no space for him to run, and he'll just kick the ball. And bro, his acceleration is but he's obviously the fastest, probably the fastest player in the league,
but
especially acceleration wise.
Space to work with. Like, remember, he had the space of the world today because we play so advanced and
that's true.
We take risks against a team who, like, if he was on the other side of the coin today and he was playing against Wolves and there was a low block, I don't see him doing anything. I think he struggles.
No,
I disagree. Yeah,
I think he does. The end product
panic.
I know the end product's not great,
the end product is bad.
But what about this though? When he comes on the pitch, people also get scared of what he can do, so it attracts attention. And by doing that, you might be free. Because remember, when you double up on a man, another man's free. But it's whether he has the intelligence to go, they're doubling up on me. Instead of me just trying to shift it and try and beat 2 man, let me look up and see if I can spot someone over there. That's the one thing I think he doesn't have at the moment.
But that's what I'm saying. And at this age, I don't know if you can coach footballing IQ into someone sometimes. I just think some people are not coachable like that. Like, as a physical athlete, he's incredible. But even his technique for me kind of leaves a lot lacking. And the way I judge a player is if you take away one of their attributes, do they still contribute to the game? I think you take away his pace, he's got absolutely nothing.
No, that's a bit disingenuous. I think he's got good skills. I know he uses his pace and his strength the most, but he has got brilliant feet and he's skillful as well. I think he just knows there's no need to do it because he just beat you for pace and there's nothing you could do about it.
But even his fitness as well, you see sometimes he'll just be gassed. Like, imagine him trying to press.
You ever ran that quick, bruv? I'm not surprised.
But that's what I'm saying. He's heavy and he's quick. He's built like a traditional sprinter, innit?
Yeah.
So
he's built like an NFL player, to be honest.
Yeah. So when you look at him, right, he's got sprints in him, but can he do the sprinting thing in short bursts over the course of 90 minutes? Because remember, Mane, Salah, and Jota and Firmino, they run themselves ragged.
But that's why I say last 20, Cal. That's why I say just give him last 20, bro. Having him on the bench would be a weapon, man. I'm telling you, it would be, man.
All right, put it this way. Am I taking him over Taki? Yes. Am I taking him over Ox to come off the bench?
Trevor's saying he's number 1 for dribbling in the whole of Europe.
Yeah, but what comes of it, though?
But this is what, if Klopp gets hold of him, Cal, I'm telling you.
But remember, we don't even have a target man like that. They've actually got a target man.
You say that though, bro, but we got some brilliant players in the air, though.
Yes, when the crossing is on point, when it's
his crossing is good, bro. If you go back to before Jimenez got that injury, he was crossing the ball in for Jimenez on the button every time, bro.
No, that's because of Jimenez movement and the fact that Jimenez is a target man. When Trent and Robbo cross the ball, they pick out a man.
Look,
and they're picking out man that's 5'9" and 5'10", bro. That's crazy.
I don't think we'll sign him, so it'll probably end up being the point of this conversation. But 20 mil I heard that he's going for, I would do it to put him in the squad. I'm not even gonna lie.
I'm not gonna say like it's a stupid idea. It's far from a stupid
Raw.
idea. I just don't disagree.
Sorry guys, I've just got some quotes from Klopp. Yeah.
So one step.
Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Let me
yeah,
do
yeah,
the super
yeah,
chat and then.
yeah.
So Mr. MS says Origi should start on Wednesday against AC. Well, that's a different conversation, but he damn well better start. Like if he doesn't start, then there's serious conversations that need to be had. And there's a few other players in that category as well, because there's a few players from that first team I don't even want to see on the bench for that game, let alone touch the pitch. Ty says big muscles uses a lot of oxygen, so he gets gassed. Very true. Mr. Dare I Say It Drift says, forget about Mo, Sadio, Bobby. Give the most electrifying, clutch, ice cold man in all of sports entertainment a 5-year contract. I literally cried. Divock Origi. I'm all right with it. Origi's agent says, Drift smoking that I told you so pack once again. He is 10 a day.
Smoking it hard, bro.
LFT Sports TV says, Cal, you should do stand-up enough jokes. Nah, I'm not there. That's a different kettle of fish still. I think I'd bottle that one still. Mr. Dare I Say It just said, Drifty been looking at us sideways. Yeah, look, even off stream, me and Matt are gonna have to apologize off camera as well. Like,
Yeah,
we gotta hold the L. We gotta hold the L.
We gotta take the L, man. Gotta take the L.
the
So
L.
you can't. You win and you lose, innit? Like this one is.
This
you
is
gotta
it.
take the L, bro.
Eastwood says, Cal, please say he's a world-class finisher. Hashtag Origi security. He's a world-class finisher. He's world-class. He's elite. He's the best ever. I don't know what more you guys want me to say. Maradona couldn't lace his boots. Pele wishes he was Divock Origi. Like, I don't know what more you don't want from me, innit? I can't be clearer than that. If you need someone to save the day, hashtag Origi's your man. Jay Finn says Divock is a better striker than most outside top 6. He's the best striker in the league. Guys, I don't know what's going on in the chat if you guys aren't hearing me. For everyone in the back, I know there's over 1,000 of you listening right now. He's the best striker in the league. Everyone said Kane was the best striker in the league. He's got more goals, less minutes. Talk to him. Josh T says, get that man out the basement. Bro, give him the master bedroom. Give him the master bedroom. And whoever's in it.
Take what you want.
Donovan says, off topic, but Declan Rice would be ridiculous for us. He's a baller.
I don't know about.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been telling man about Rice and Bowen.
I don't know how we would play if.
I like Rice,
I don't know if I play him over Fabinho, but in the squad, yeah, 100%.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I would rather Bellingham, but they're different players though. Bellingham, because remember, Rice is obviously more defensive, and Bellingham is a bit more attacking. But I'd rather Bellingham only because of we got Fab. But say we didn't have Fab, or we wanted to add to the squad, 100% I'll take Rice.
The money it's gonna cost will be dumb though.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Can I read something, guys? I've got a quote from Jurgen Klopp. It's a bit. I don't know
if it's gonna bring the mood down, then don't read it, man.
No, it's a good that it's good. No, it's good and bad. It's regarding Divock. So this is off Kevin Palmer's Twitter. He's got a quote from Jurgen Klopp. So he goes, "This is what Jurgen Klopp said about." He goes, "Divock Origi, the legend, finished it off, and it's a great story. He's an incredible striker for different reasons. He did not play that often, but I hope one day he finds a manager that plays him more than I do."
What? What's he doing? What is he doing?
But here's the joke, though. Don't be too downhearted because we don't know the context how he said it. Because you know, if Klopp's like, I hope we find another. I hope he gets another man that plays more, like in a joking way. Like we got to remember, this is just as a tweet. It's a tweet.
But you don't even say it though, Matt.
No, but I've got a funny feeling if that is true, because again, that's why I kind of outed the person whose Twitter it was on. By the way, is Kevin Palmer. You know, the guy that works for that paper. Yeah, actually, well, not that direct paper, but thingy. If he said that and he said it in a joking way, that's kind of not too bad because he's basically saying like, Divock Origi, like I love the guy. You know, I wish there was another guy that plays it more than I do because clearly I've got it wrong. Like it might not have been the rest of the tweet and the rest of the or what he said. And not only that, Klopp can be sarcastic. I think that's sarcasm.
I'm gonna
I
give him
don't
the
think
benefit
that.
of the
I
doubt
don't
until
think
I
the Klopp's
see it.
being. I don't think Klopp's being serious, like in terms of like, being bad.
I'm
I don't
hoping
think
that's
it's been bad.
sarcasm. I'm hoping that's sarcasm.
I think it is. I'll double check on it.
That needs to be sarcasm. I'll be very disappointed with Klopp.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
because
will
I can't see Klopp saying that. Like, but hold on. Oh, I've got some more. All right, I've got some quotes from Divock Origi. So it's what Origi says.
Is that when he said Klopp just told him to go on and be Origi?
This is all right. So hold on. I've got loads of quotes. Where is it? Okay, so Klopp says. Oh, he actually did say that to Sky, by the way.
Yeah,
That exact
we
quote.
got that one.
But then he carries on and goes, "He's one of the best finishers I've ever seen in my life. In this great team with our front three, he doesn't play all the time, but he's very positive. He's a very positive boy, loves the club, wants to contribute, and he did in an incredible way." This is what I'm saying. If that's the end of the tweet, end of the comment, sorry, I reckon Klopp was being sarcastic and laughing about it. Anyway, and he also goes on to say, baby, I'm just scrolling through. What's this? Who says this? Okay, that's pointless. All right, let's get on to Origi. I would say I enjoyed it a lot. It was a huge win for us. We wanted to keep momentum going. We know that today is going to be a hard game. They were well organized, but in the end, we found the solution, and that's what we do it for. I think that ties in with the values of the club. Keep believing, keep going. In the end, you can only control the moment you're in, and just try to make the right play every time again, even if you fail again and again. That's him kind of reflecting on himself as well, basically saying like, there's been many a times when he could have played, many times when he probably wanted to show the coach what he could do. And if you read between the lines, he's basically saying never give up, because this is what happens when you keep going, keep plugging away, and never lose like faith in terms of your ability. And that probably that's everything I think that he's trying to say personally.
Agreed. Shaka A says Bowen or Adama. I'd rather Julian Alvarez and Jan. Not see much of Julian Alvarez. If I had to choose out of Bowen and Adama, I'm choosing Bowen.
Is that Julian Alvarez from River Plate?
I'm not sure.
The striker. If that is, someone just let me know if that is the guy that I'm thinking of.
I
Moose LFC
Bowen based on his actual like goals and assists myself, but I think Dama will be a brilliant weapon off the bench.
Moose LFC 21 says 100% drift. We had 31 touches and 12 inside the penalty area. Wolves only had 4 in ours. It was a combo of good defending and luck. Sam Max Legend says the VOC, VOCK, has a natural eye for goal and instinct. People should stop dissing him. He must be given more game time because he's proved he's a match winner. Agreed. AM says, by the way, the pass from Virgil, facts, and the take from Salah as well. Shout out to Sloop John Babel for your super chat. Lord, already read that one out.
Let me know if you want more quotes from. I've got more stuff from Origi as well. If you want me to read them out,
I'll get you in a sec.
Yeah.
Just getting through. So Streets approved Thames says this is very poetic. Around this time last year, he scored the Everton one. I never doubted him. Proper number 9 finish. The year before you're talking, this time last year, the year before. Drift is today. Socrates says Origi to the fan base. If they don't believe me then they believe me now.
I'm telling you. I was shocked nobody believed already, to be fair, but it's what it is, man.
Aldi and that says, was Mane really as bad as people say? We'll speak about that during match ratings. Repo says 7th of May is Origi Day. Why 7th of May?
Champions League, I'm guessing.
No, Champions League was the 1st of June.
Yeah, 1st of June.
Newcastle game?
Yeah, but that was a nothing game, though.
I'm just trying to think what was on the 7th of May, because
let us know why you say that. Origi's agent says if Kasper Lukaku is 90 million, then Origi is 180. Try 360. Anything less than 360, I'm not accepting.
Have you lot noticed that Divok's actually got like an extra yard of pace now? like he's been, I don't know, like he's always been kind of quick, but I've noticed over the last couple of games, it looks like he's actually got an extra yard of pace as well. In that Belgium game, the international game, he was burning players out. Like he was literally like just breezing past them like they weren't even there. You know what's funny? Do you remember when we used to talk about Origi about 5-6 years ago?
Yeah.
When you were on my boat before you got off. Do you remember?
When we were talking about him and Sturridge.
Me and you scooped him back up on the boat now, innit, Drew?
Look at this guy. Oh my days. This guy, you know. About me just scooped him up.
You should have left man out there to swim, bro.
No.
But yeah, he looks like he's got that pace back, or like he looks quicker now as well. Like
I'll tell you why I think that is. So funny enough, when he came on the pitch, I was like, he looks ever so slightly a bit leaner. Like, because remember when he kind of bulked up, right? All right, so when he first came to the club, yeah, he was never skinny, but he was just normal, so to speak, yeah, but kind of wiry, had muscle. And he was quick, obviously. I kind of felt like when he bulked up a little bit, I felt like he lost a little bit of athleticism, just a little bit, where you could tell he's a little bit heavy. Because I could tell even the way he moves was a bit heavier. From what I've seen so far, maybe obviously in the off season, he looks that just tiny bit lighter. Not going back to how he was when he first came to the club, because remember he hadn't even finished growing then, innit? Because he was like, I think when he came to the club, he was like 6 foot, and I think now he's like 6'3", I believe.
Yeah,
like, Origi's tall, innit? But he looks a bit more wiry, Jiff. Like he's lost a little bit of mass, and he's gone a little bit more athletic. Because you're right, bro. There was one point when he was running after the ball, and I was thinking, Origi's got his full burners back. Like they're back, bro. So yeah, maybe training or something, or diet. I don't know.
Razor's dad says not every Belgian striker comes on and scores. It's not for everybody.
It's not for everyone, man. It's not even for guys like Harry Kane.
I'm gonna be real with you. It's unfair to compare Lukaku to Origi. Like it's different levels in this, isn't it? It's different levels.
Lukaku, you know.
Troy M said that Drifty knew Origi was getting that sexy winner today. Drift already has the romantic OnlyFans room vibes, ready to watch the game. Low light, hearts and flowers in the background. Saying, I said he set the mood.
I switch off the camera lamp, lighting the candles.
He's saying, Drift just put your head on my shoulder.
I'm not even gonna lie, you ain't wiping this smile off my face for the rest of the day. I swear. No way.
Abdi Rashid said, "Hey guys, I lost my voice. G's Origi, important goals. Everton, Newcastle, Barcelona, Spurs Champions League final today. Credit Klopp for bringing him in. You'll never walk alone." Agreed. Ash says, "Was at Santa's grotto with the kids, and I see the goal alert flash up. Santa's little elf nearly got a stop flagging celebration. Santa came up clutch. Have a good evening, guys. Got to drive home." Safe journey, Ash. Safe journey.
Trust me.
Oh my God. I can imagine doing that as well.
Cal, you're right. Compare Lukaku and Benteke. Facts, man. I ain't got to speak about it any more than that. Them man them man sit at a table. Origi, you know, he sits at his own table.
Origi built the table. He built the table.
Benteke's actually managed to get a little career revival going on as well. Credit to him still.
Yeah, third best Belgian striker, but yeah, credit to him, innit? Edward says Jota tried to pull an inside man thing, but big up Divock told Klopp to put him on. Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking that in my head. I was like, Jota, are you forgetting which one you played for today, big man?
I'm not gonna lie,
when he did a few things still.
We'll talk about in player ratings. We'll talk about player ratings.
Is it just me, or did it look like a handball?
No, it weren't handball.
No, it wasn't, because he literally smashed it straight at the middle.
Him in his belly.
It's in his belly, fam.
Bro, that was a liver shot, bro. Canelo would have been proud of that, bro.
Facts. No, that was harsh. That shot was harsh, bro.
Come on. Thank God we won and I lost my voice, but it's all worth it, baby. You'll never walk alone. Big up Sultan. Aaron says Origi ruined my day. For anyone who doesn't know, Aaron is a Chelsea fan. Enough love to you, Aaron. You know I'm going to be sending you WhatsApp messages later on today. It is what it is. Villain says front three weren't as clinical in front of goal today. Salah energy felt low for me. Big up Origi, saves the game. But remember, 2 seasons ago, he has done the same. Very true. 2Pixel2 says, in fact, I'm going to read this first before I read this out loud.
Oh, Lord.
Okay, he's all right. 2Pixel2 says, despite Origi scoring, we shouldn't be in a position where we're depending on a last-minute winner. That's why we need a number 9. Fully agree with that. You know, obviously, Drift, you weren't in the show yesterday, and shout out to Lakers. You asked the question, should we move Jota as a number 9 and have him and Bobby rotate and buy 2 wingers? And we were kind of on board with it until I saw today's game. We either play Origi as a number 9 or you go and get an out-and-out number 9 now.
But this is what I'm saying, guys. If FSG are going to continue to move the way they do, I'm not just saying it because of today. I've been saying it.
Yeah,
we have a number 9. We don't utilize him.
No, that's true. We don't utilize him.
We have one.
Because even if it's a case of, this is one thing for whatever reason, this has never happened for Origi, especially since Jota's come into the club. If Origi gets a goal or has a good performance, he won't get rewarded for it. So it's like, oh, he's always starting from the beginning again.
Every
so
week.
like, yeah. So if let's say we go into next summer, and let's say we know that funds are tight as normal, I would rather Klopp say, Divock Origi, you're going to rotate with Bobby Firmino for this season. You two are the strikers. And he's going to go and get out 2 wingers instead. I'd rather he do that. So then, or at least 1 winger and a midfielder. So he goes, Jota, you're left with Mane. Like, so on the left is Mane and Jota. On the right, Salah. And then the winger that we're going to go and get. And then you go and buy Gini's replacement, which is not Harvey Elliott, by the way. I'd rather he did that if we were that strapped for cash.
Let me give you an ideal scenario, especially based on the fact that FSG moved the way we do.
Sorry to be a pain, guy. Let me get through the super chats because I've got bare stored up.
Yeah. You got a lot.
Bogdan says Origi. Klopp told me to go out there and be Divock. Eastwood says me and Drift tried to told you. Hashtag Origi security. You did, Eastwood. Lord Walker said I said it last show. Divock and Taki will hold us up. Thahim says apparently Klopp said just go out and be Divock before he sent him on. Indeed, he did. Bassett one says Adamo has Robbo, Fab, and VVD on the ropes at times. He did, to be fair.
I'm not gonna lie. If you ask them lot today, they'll say they've been in a game. I'm not gonna lie. They'll say they've been in a game.
The Wolves game is the only game where I really see Virgil's hair out of place, to be honest.
No, Virgil. I'm not gonna lie. Virgil was tested today. Like,
he was
like a lot, bro.
It was. Edward says the idea that at a certain price, Adama is a good sign is BS. A player either fits the system or they don't. Price doesn't really matter. I agree. That's probably for another show, though, to be fair. That's probably for another show.
Monday. Let's maybe try it up on Monday, Carl. Still.
Yeah. Khalid says Emmanuel Dennis has 6 goals and 5 assists and looks awesome. He has looked good so far this season.
He has. The only thing I'm going to say, though, I think if Divock Origi goes Watford, he gets more, but we move.
Cool. If he goes Watford challenge for the league.
If he goes Watford, they win the Champions League.
The smartest move any team can do in the league right now would be Newcastle coming to buy Origi. If they actually knew what was good for them.
If you don't want to say that, because I'll be honest with you, from what I've heard, they actually are interested in it.
360. 360.
We don't need that right now, considering we got AFCON. We don't need them coming in January, offering them game
360 or nothing.
Facts.
Eastwood says Klopp is showing humility for not playing him more often. Hopefully, Shaka A says Zakaria is linked to us for 6 mil in Jan, and yes, Julian Alvarez plays for River Plate. 6 mil for Zakaria is not bad at all,
Bob, he's a good player and he's free in the summer. I will take Zakaria. I will take Zakaria. And then guy, who's that? You see that? Oh, so it was the person I was thinking about, River Plate.
Yeah,
he's good. Don't get me wrong, he's good. Is he?
It's hard to know how those players will adapt over here.
Yeah, straight from River Plate. Like that is kind of tough. I don't know, but he's a talent though. I've seen him play. I watched him. He's good.
Sultan says, let's be real. We all love Mane, but it looks like he's bored or something. That's not Sadio that we all No, despite scoring goals. We're going to speak about Mane in the player rating, so we will speak about that.
Everyone.
Kike says, thoughts on Musa Diaby, one of my favourites outside the Prem right now. He'd be a great solution for filling on the right or left.
Cal, that's
Yeah.
you.
For the members who know, Cal's been champion Diaby.
For a while.
Been a couple of years now, man. As I said, if we don't get Neto or Rafinha, Diaby's, man, he's the one. Kazi says, Drifty Origi. Indeed. Yeah. Mr. MS says, this is the same last minute Origi scored for Everton in 2019 with the header, I think. No, that was 90 plus 6 minutes. This is 90 plus 4. Sam X Legends. So he just needs 190 plus 5 now, and then he just got the 4 and 5 and 6. Sam Max Legend says, we play Origi as a 9, then we have to play 4-2-3-1. If so, who plays where? Taking Taki or Ox in the 10? Would Hendo be dropped if Fab and Thiago in the pivot?
It gives us options, and I would play Bobby in the 10.
I would play Bobby in the 10. So who's your start? So Bobby's in the 10. Who's your pivot?
You know what? No. All jokes aside. No. I'll explain it to you. That pivot would all depend on the opposition. It genuinely would depend on the opposition.
Sounds like you're counselor Drifty at the moment, bro.
No, because I'm telling you, the combination of either Hendo and Thiago,
Champions League final, who you playing? Champions League final, who you playing?
Who's the team we're playing against?
It don't matter, bro. It's Champions League final.
No, it does matter,
No, it doesn't.
Cal, you know, if you ask Drift the question, he's gonna come in for a rebuttal. This is the best way. This is the best way to get Drift. This is the best way to get Drift. Right,
you man are in the mud.
Drift. At the start of next season, Divock Origi has signed a new deal. We are playing 4-2-3-1. I don't know. The calendar's not out yet, Drift, so we don't know who we're playing. Drift, in the pivot, you put Bobby Firmino. Who is playing in that double pivot for the start of next season, Drift? Thiago or Fabinho?
And I ask you again, who are we playing?
I said the calendar's not out yet, Drift.
The calendar's not out.
But then I can't pick my team then.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying these are the players that are available. Who are you playing?
But he's got someone pinching his leg saying, no comment. No.
Like, if we were going up against like Man City in the Champions League final, I'm going Fabinho and Henderson, because I know that we're not going to really have much of the ball, and we've just got to make sure that we're resolute and defensive, and we get a bit extra legs in the midfield. Say we're playing against like Brighton, for example, where we might not be under the under the cosh as much. I'll go Henderson and Thiago. Henderson plays well in the 6. I let Thiago dictate the play. Hendo's got more legs than Fabinho. We get caught out. Like, it depends it depends what's going on, guys. I'm telling you.
When I say Drift has got around the whole thing,
I know it depends who we're playing.
Do you know what it is? I'll say it for you.
Answer the question.
I'll say it for you. What you're basically trying to say is this, and it hurts you to say it because I can see it in your face as we're talking. I can actually see it. Like, it's hurting. It's hurting.
I done told man about this, and you lot smoked me.
The stress. But I'll be real though. I think as things stand, I will just personally say there's probably a better understanding. This is me, all jokes aside down. There's probably a better understanding between Fabinho and Thiago. Like, it's just a better, like, they know each other's game a bit better, I feel. And I feel like Henderson is a bit more similar to Fabinho, so to speak. So playing those two, it's almost like playing the same player. One can read the game slightly better, one's a bit more athletic. That's why I think Thiago's the X factor whenever you do the double pivot. And that's why, for me personally, as things stand, things can change, by the way. Like, if we had to see our next game or whatever, say we went 4-2-3-1, I probably would go Fabinho, Thiago. And I'm not going to cry if Henderson does, but I'm just thinking they probably understand their game a bit better. I just feel like what happened towards the end of last season, where they played how many games in a row, and we got the wins and we was able to get to third. Them two there, Drift, like, they were double dragon, and it kind of went under the radar. And that's not Shane Henderson, by the way, because if we go 4-3-3, Henderson starts.
What we're playing the Merseyside derby at Goodison, who you putting in the pivot there?
Again, in Goodison.
Because if recent memory serves me correct, a certain captain was on another planet. It
But we
depends
pay-
what game we're playing, guys.
But we pay for.
I'm
It's only because the person said.
depends what game it is.
It's only because the person said 4-2-3-1. If it's 4-3-3, bruv, it's them three. You know, it's them three all
No, but
day.
remember, Henderson, isn't there a stat that said that Henderson playing number 6, we haven't lost with Henderson playing as number 6. So he still does that so well. Maybe not as well as Fabinho, but if it's a team where we're going to have more of the possession, then I think Henderson and Thiago works then. Like, it depends what team we're playing. I'll be serious.
I think
what team we're playing.
No, I hear you. This is no shade of Henderson.
Is it's beautiful to have these options in it?
Agreed. 100%.
I bailed you both out. I bailed you both out. I've gone to the lawyer. Look, there's the money. Can you just let him out tonight? And they've gone, all right, cool.
Look at Cal trying to be smug after you've been slandering Origi for like 12 months, you know.
Who's slandering who?
You!
Bro?
Then you're going to try to say you're on the boat with Drift and about you try to pick me up.
I've been, behind the scenes, I've been saying it to you, man, that Origi's the best ever, but...
Oh my gosh. This guy.
You, man, told me, nah, you lot were like, nah, you got to say what you say on camera. And I was like, all right, cool, I'll stick with the narrative, but you lot know what I feel about Divock. Obviously, I can't prove it, but you, man, know the truth, innit? Like, I'm a Divock guy, bro.
Unbiased question. Who in your opinion, rates Divock Origi more? Me or Cal? In your opinion, who rates him more?
It probably is you. Probably is you.
Oh.
Yeah, I wanted to see your face because we know how you feel about Origi, bro.
Man did a proper Squid Game on me. Man just pointed the gun and just let it off. Just
what is it? Red light, green light.
But I must admit, even though
you actually didn't. Sorry, hold on a sec. You didn't even hesitate. You didn't think
because he knows, bro. He knows. I've got the receipts.
No,
my receipts go far back, Cal. They go far back.
This is what I'm gonna say. It goes far back. So that's the only reason. Like, I'm getting nostalgia is creeping into my answer because recently, Matt's acting like we never had them conversations.
But I didn't know you then, no, bro.
Yeah, no, I know.
I'm getting
he's doing one of those. I didn't know you.
So basically, like,
no, allow it.
This is wrong. I'm getting tarnished because of time, basically.
Cap's gonna all start saying things like, "Well, man didn't even know you was on the planet them times there. Man didn't even know you was even
we
about."
Didn't know each other, bro.
I knew you.
But we never spoke about. Right, I'm not gonna lie. You used to slander Origi in the barbershop, but we move, innit?
What? I swear.
We move. Sorry, I said too much. My bad. I said too
Vinny, if you're there, I beg you to say what you got to say.
Hey, look, I said too much. Sorry, I shouldn't have brought personal into the stream. Sorry, Matt. My bad. I apologize.
Don't let me expose some barbershop conversations with you. Sorry, wrong bit. You.
Ahmad says, I'm excited to see D9 start consecutive games. Hopefully he does.
Yeah, man. Get some rhythm.
Abdi Rashid says, was it just me or does Traore put massage oil on his arms? He does do that.
Actually does. Yeah,
that's his thing. He actually does that to stop people grabbing his arms when he's running and stuff, which I kind of get, to be honest, because moving at that pace, if someone grabs your arm, you can actually pop a shoulder or do some damage, to be honest. Shaka A says Jota and Mane wide open in that miss. Sorry, Jota had Mane wide open in that miss. Greedy. We're going to speak about Jota because I think if that was Salah or Mane who did that, the chat would have been very, very right.
I don't want to go. No, do you know what? No, you're right. I was going to say I don't want to go too high because of what the run he's been on, but we have to call it how it is and how he performed.
We have to separate the game for where it is.
Yeah,
we can't think about the run. We've got, because let's be honest, Salah's run has been phenomenal.
Yeah,
but you wouldn't say he pulled up any trees today. Do you know what I mean?
That's true. You got the assist, but you're right though. You're right, 100%. You're right.
Like if Mane does what Jota did today, I shudder to think what we're coming to is in the chat.
People are gonna start being crazy.
Been able to talk about Origi because people would just be still slewing Mane for the miss.
No, you're right. You know, you're probably right.
And if Salah had done that as well, it's the whole narrative of, oh my goodness, Salah's so like we know where it'd have been today. So we gotta keep the same energy for all players.
Yeah.
Rich Dean says Mane, Jota, Bobby Divock, Salah, Rafinha, those options for the front three, and I'd worry for other teams. Great seeing us dig out an ugly win today. We move.
Hey, Rich,
Agreed.
that's what I was gonna say. Rich took the words out of my mouth. If because FSG, because we know what FSG are like, and we're only going to be able to get one, I say we make it Rafinha to cover Salah, and we're good. Like,
just to rotate options. That's amazing. When I say to you, that's options galore. Like you can do the 4-2-3-1, you can do the 4-3-3. Like you've got options.
Can win you multiple trophies. That front
You
seat.
can. And imagine this, and all we're asking is for one player. One player. And not only that, you're asking for one player, and you're asking for Klopp to kind of keep faith in one of the players that he already has at his disposal. But I think, if I'm not mistaken, Cal, we were talking about this maybe a couple weeks ago. I'm still not sure about Origi's contract. I don't know if it ends this summer or whether we can extend it like Shaqiri's one.
Yeah, we can extend it. I think it was Chris Brack and Kev O'Sullivan from LFC Day Trippers were saying, I think if he plays a certain amount of minutes or games, we can automatically renew it.
Oh, well, has he played the minutes though?
I don't know, but I reckon because there's not much panic about it, because it's not really written about in the media. I think we're all right.
Okay.
If he walks away from the club for free, it'll be an absolute travesty.
It'll be another. It'll be another
as much
blunder.
As I joked about on his stream and stuff, like if he walks away for free,
it's a blunder.
Heads after
it's
roll,
a howler.
I'm not gonna lie.
It's another howler because it'll be Emre Can, Wijnaldum, Origi, and whether you think they're the best players or not, that's not the case.
You get a fee if you're not.
You get a fee for them, so at least you can at least use that fee to put it towards someone else. Like, but if we're not even gonna do that, then we're lost at sea, fam.
Jose says the whole AFCON situation is overrated. Salah and Mane only gone for the Brentford home and Palace away 2 games. We have enough firepower to win. I don't know if that's necessarily the truth, Jose, because if I'm not mistaken, they could potentially be called earlier and have to come back later because of quarantining, etc. So that's not written in stone yet. If it's just those 2 games, then we should, in theory, be okay. But again, we've just seen Chelsea go from top of the league by 4 points to now 3rd because of 2 games. So 2 games can be very vital. So,
and I think there's also a cup game if we beat Leeds. No, Leicester. We beat Leicester. I think there's also a cup game in January as well.
Yeah. All right. Should we do player ratings then, boys?
Let's do it.
And also, guys, over 1,000 of you strong in there as well. Do smash that like button, please, people. Smash the like button.
Help the algorithm, man. Big up, man. Smash that for Divock today, guys, man. Smash it for Divock.
All right. You guys can see that, yeah?
Yeah. Go ahead. Yeah.
All right. So, guys, what I'm going to ask you to do is just keep an eye on the super chats.
Mm-hmm. On it now.
I'll be on the others.
I'm not even going to lie to you, man. You see this red nephew? My belly is warm.
I'm surprised you're not on the
Your
floor.
Your pillow's about to be warm, bro, because that's going to put you to sleep, bro.
Right. I don't count. What was the last super chat you read? Sorry to cut you.
This is the last one I'm reading now, and then we'll be up to date.
All right. Because there's a load, fam. I don't know if
Cal, remember, I'm onto you. So, who you talking about right now? Dino and Origi. Drift, stop allowing the man them to be jumping the ship. Zabiri, you've lost me, bro. Everyone knows I think Ronaldo's elite, and everyone knows I think Origi's the best of all time. I don't know what you're getting at here.
You're the best. Remember the Karate Kid thing. You're the best. All right. Nothing gonna come and keep it on. You're the best. Keep it on. I can't even remember the words. I remember the tune though. Hey, big up the Karate Kid.
Mr. Dowsay just says Divock has 21 goals and 9 assists every 140 minutes in his Premier League career.
Damn.
Fuck yeah, no, come on. Man.
I'm not gonna lie here. Divock Origi. It's a
Yesterday's price is not today's price. Yesterday's price is not today's price. He's certified.
He's certified.
Certified. You're certified.
All right, let's start with Allison then, guys. What are we saying for Ali?
He did everything he needed to do well today.
Yeah, he wasn't like he didn't have to make a bag of saves, but he had to be alert, especially when Adam was running at him when he was taking goal kicks and that. I think he made one. In fact, no, he made one good save actually, where he just plucked it out of the sky. I'm gonna
There was
say
another one where there was a dangerous cross along the floor and he intercepted. He came out and he
when he had to run out as well. Remember when they played the ball in back? Do you know what, Ali? What we said, 8.5?
8.5.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
8.5. Is it 8.5?
And again, I'm not even trying to be shady. I'm just trying to say that there's a reason why I say things, and it isn't to be shady. It's just because I try and see things from all angles.
I bet I know what you're gonna say. Let me see if we've got a telepathy thing.
Yeah,
you're gonna talk about Mendy, innit?
Because a certain man was telling me that he's better than Allison. And he's
When I saw Mendy's blunder, I was like, Drift gonna be all on it. You got all on it.
But Matt, I still think he's a good goalkeeper. But give him another season to prove that this isn't just.
I hear you.
Didn't I say that? And again,
that's his biggest blunder, though. That's his biggest blunder that I've seen.
He's allowed to have at least one blunder.
No, he is. But
when I go winning, I think Drift's gonna be on this.
Yeah, I knew he was as well.
And I said, just give him the season to prove.
I saw it's 2 mistakes. My bad, 2 mistakes. Yeah, it was 2.
That's all I said, man. Same like Reece James. Reece James is clearly a talented baller, but to say he's better than Trent is ridiculous. Trent's been doing this for 4 years now.
Do you know what? Sorry to cut you there, Drift. Everyone, and look, I hope Chelsea fans are hearing this particular part of the show, and if not, then feel free to clip me up and put this out there for the world to see. They keep on comparing Reece to Trent. Trent is a right back this season. Reece is a right-sided midfielder. So if you want to compare Reece to anyone in our system, considering Reece is the most advanced player and the most attacking-minded player in your team right now, compare him to Salah, and let's see if you still want to have that conversation.
Yep.
Because I think I know what the answer is going to be. If you want to compare Reece James to any player at Liverpool, compare him to Mo Salah, and let's see if you really want to have that conversation. Otherwise, keep Trent's name out of mouths, please.
And I will remind people this. I know it was completely different when Lampard was there and they was playing a different formation, but that's what kind of made me think, okay, how good is Reece James? Do you remember when we played them, Cal, and they played 4 at the back and Reece James was having a torrid time against Mane?
Yeah.
Mane was ripping him. And what's so mad is, I'm not trying to say he hasn't improved since then, because James has improved since then. But I also kind of feel like the system helps protect him by not having to be in a back 3, as you said. When they defend, Cal, it's a back 5. When they go forward, it's a midfield 4 or whatever. He does get a lot of freedom. He's a very good player, and I think Reece James is. In fact, Reece James, in my opinion, if his trajectory continues,
sorry to cut you,
Yeah,
DJ. Reece James and Trent's heat maps are identical. Stop the cap. No, they're not. Go and have a look.
They're not the same, because I've
have a look.
That. They're not the same.
Forget about heat maps. Go and look at their average positioning, because Reece James's average position is higher than anyone else's in the Chelsea team and mirrors that of Salah.
Yep, I've seen
He's got a higher average position this season than Mane. Thomas Tuchel has come out and said Reece James is not a defender. Chilwell is not a defender in our system. They're midfielders. So please tell me if I'm capping or if all the facts are there.
Yeah, and the thing is, sometimes I just think to myself, let's just appreciate Reece James for the talent that he is, and we've always got to keep comparing. But here's the thing: when you're at the top, people want to always try and bring the person at the top down. I think people just need to understand, when it comes to what we do and a right back that we need, we have the best right back in the world. Like, when it comes to our system and what we need, we have the best. I don't know if Reece James could do what Trent does at Liverpool. I don't think he can, and I don't think Trent can do maybe what Reece James does at Chelsea. They are different players. I know they're kind of, we do the whole let's make that easy comparison right back thing. We just have to just keep it real. Trent is a sensational talent, and Reece James is a talent as well. But I think when you've won a Premier League and a Champions League and you're breaking assist records and people start comparing you to De Bruyne and Gerrard in your passing, I think certain managers need to just hold their court, just settle for a bit in it and have that conversation on another day. Like,
Yeah.
let the boy play his career, innit? Just let him play.
And that was all I was saying when I was talking
Let him
about
play.
Mendy and James.
Talent,
I
though.
said,
He's a
let
talent.
them man finish out the season at least, so we can have a season
Yeah.
and a half,
Can't
2
you just say he's
seasons
good though?
before
Can't
we
you
have
say
that
he's James is sick?
conversation. And look at Mendy did today. Like even Ramsdale, big up Bayesian Pops as well. It's true. Like the whole Ramsdale is the best goalie in the league this season. Like calm that. Just all you got to do is just keep a lid on it. Be happy with what's happening, but don't get carried away. Do you know what I mean? Because if memory serves me correct, Ramsdale's been packed like I don't even know the last 3-4 games. So like you just got to keep a lid on these things. You can't get carried away. And that's what I was saying. So I wasn't hating on Mendy. I think he's a good goalie. But to start talking about he's better than Alisson and he's this and he should have got a Ballon d'Or nomination, it's like, come on, man, just calm down. Let the man play ball for a little bit longer and then see what goes. Because remember I said this as well. Thomas Tuchel, every time he leaves a club, it ends in tears. Yeah. And before he went to PSG, he hadn't won anything major. So again, I don't think he's a bad manager. Of course he's not a bad manager. But that Champions League is not the way to judge the man, for them man to be started calling him some elite on Guardiola and Klopp's level manager. Like it's just all over the top. And it needs to be just curbed a bit. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man.
DJ says Trent is a phenomenal chance creator. I'm not hating. James is a better defender, but I don't see why you have to hate on a young player like James. No one's hating on him.
I never said I was hating at all. I just said praise them both. But anyway, we move. Carl, let's move. No, Carl, let's just play it. Let's just do play it. Because if not, these are the type of things I think we should chop up on a Monday. Because I don't want to distract from the game itself. Like we want to talk about our players and not rival players. Even though I understand people want that conversation, and I'm not being disrespectful, people. Let's chop this up on Monday because I think that's a good talking point that we can chop up still.
Yeah, in fact, let's make a note of that for real. Because sometimes
I'm gonna make a note now, bro.
Yeah.
For the Monday show.
Cool. Trent, what are we giving Trent today? Speaking of the devil.
8.
What would I give Trent today? Very attacking. Not a lot came down his side. It was more so Robert, but that's only because of Adama. I thought Trent played very, very well.
He defended. He
did, yeah. And made some remember there was a chance where time when someone was running on goal and he had to commit a recovery run and usher them off the ball and made that challenge. I'm gonna give Trent an 8 today. I thought Trent was very, very good today. I thought it was good.
I'm good with an 8. Matip.
Hey, did you not see how Rex Matip got with the linesman when he didn't give the offside and they had to chase back?
Matip does that, you know. Bro, you see Matip's reactions.
I'm looking for no context Matip to chop that up tonight. I'm not gonna lie.
You know what? It's probably already there. You know. Let me see if I can find it.
Guys, I'm telling you now, there is nothing closer, human-wise, to a gazelle than Matip. Did you see when he strided through their midfield?
Which time?
No, I was just gonna say, real talk, he did it about 3 times today. So he is so elegant when he drives forward with a ball like that. I'm not even gonna lie, it's magical. I'm not even gonna lie, it's mad. Like there was a point where he got to the edge of the box, and I thought he was gonna beat the man with a 1-2 with Salah and actually get a shot on, blood.
Yeah.
No contest, Matip ain't got it out yet, but I'm expecting that to be there by Monday.
That tonight.
We'll get that ready, but we'll get that. We'll have that by Monday.
And what I loved about it as well is that Thiago filled in for him because he was like, "Go on, boy, go on, son, go and do your thing. Like I've got you. I'll fill in that set about why you go do your thing."
I was just gonna say Fabinho filled in a lot today.
Fabinho did as well,
bro.
Yeah. No, I'm gonna give
Matip
8.5 because those extra runs deserve an extra.
Yes, but he's dribbling into the. Remember but there's one point where Matip took on about 3 man.
Yeah,
but there was I agree with you. Took on about 5 man and then nearly got a 1-2 with Salah.
20 plays now.
You
know what's so mad about Matip? Yeah, he looks so awkward and stiff when he like dribbles and that. Yeah, but at the same time when he defends, he looks elegant. Like Matip is like the maddest.
I don't even think he does look stiff when he dribbles, but I think he looks kind of elegant with it.
Nah, he can look a bit like a little bit awkward. Yeah, a little bit. You know, like gangly, like where man's a bit like it's
Yeah,
like,
but
bro,
that
what's going on?
that gangling is like he's got it under control, bro. He knows what he's doing, bro. At
But
one point,
nah,
he chopped it back onto his left foot and sent the defender on his ass. I was like, oh,
yeah,
Matip.
I saw that. Matip, listen, I'm giving Matip an 8. Matip was good today, man.
What are you giving him, Drift?
I give him an 8.5.
I'm sorry, Matt. You're outvoted, bro. I'm giving it 8.
Oh, would you look at that? Like I care. 8.5 for Matip. I'm all good with that, peeps. Trust.
VD. What are we giving him?
All right, let me go first on this.
Go.
He had a couple of iffy moments. I'm not even gonna front. He did. There was one bit where he could have cleared his lines better. There was another bit where it was one-on-one kind of with Traore, and like he tried to be a little bit smart and knock the ball back into play and thought he could run after it and get it, and realized he couldn't. I'm gonna be honest. I thought Matip was slightly better than him today, personally. Even though I'm not saying Van Dijk had a bad game. I just think Matip was slightly better. If I give Matip an 8, I'm giving VVD a 7.5. I have to be honest. I'm keeping it real.
Drift?
I don't really think I can argue with that, to be fair. I remember there was one time when he sliced it over the bar as well, and it could have gone in the net. I was like, oh, thank God for that. Yeah, he didn't have a bad game, but I don't even really judge people if they struggle against the Dharma, because, as I said, the guy is so powerful and so quick. I can't even imagine how scary it is to defend against him. Like, I genuinely can't even imagine.
Virgil thought of him like 18-19 season. That's what you know what it is, Drift. You see that Virgil 18-19, but obviously pre-injury. That was one of the best games you've ever seen Virgil van Dijk play. Because as you said, there was actually a point where the ball was kicked by Adama and he said, let's have a race. And Virgil not blitzed him, but Virgil matched him for pace and then shouldered him off the ball. That was what Virgil was doing.
But Adama's also improved since then.
He has.
I say he's the same player, personally.
I think he's improved. I still don't think he's great, but I think he's improved since then, Matt.
Fair enough. No, fair enough. You don't think that, but I think he's the same player from more than.
Yeah, I'm all right. Hey, VVD did have the pass for the goal.
For me, it's an 8.
Let's go 7.75 then. Let's split it down.
You know I can't do that, Drift, brother. You know I can't do it. You get the deciding vote, Drift.
It's either got a bit.
Yeah. Have a 7.5 or an 8.
I'll go 7.5.
Cool. Shaka A said today's game was perfect for Bobby. The ball didn't stick.
Yeah, but I was thinking that Bobby loves playing Wolves.
Yeah, his hold-up play would have been instrumental for us today if he was playing, you know.
Robbo.
I'll give Robbo an 8. I thought it was really good today.
I'll let you go, Carl, because I might be a bit of a... Yeah, I'll let you go next, Carl.
Robbo's 7.5 for me. I think same as Virgil. But again, given our system, how we play, it's not going to be easy to look good against Adama, given the system, how we play and how advanced we are. And obviously he occupied that space with Fabinho, Robbo and VVD. I think some of Robbo's decision-making could have been better. There was a chance. I can't remember who floated it over, but the ball came into the box and he should have shot, but he tried to do a cushion volley to the back post when he's got to shoot there for me. I think his decision-making sometimes, he gets lost between the cross and the shot sometimes, and I wanted to be a bit more decisive. Apart from that, I think he was good. So I give him a 7.5.
So obviously 7.5 is a good rating, but to be honest, I thought he did well defensively, especially considering what he was up against. And there was quite a few really good 1-2s that he was making, or like he would let Mane do the overlap, and then he would like put a decent cross in. There was a few times he even cut inside and made runs inside and actually played some 1-2s himself and nearly even got a shot off at one point. So, like, I thought he played all right.
I'm playing Bayern today. Yeah. No, I hear you.
I mean, 7.5 isn't a score I would argue with, but I do think he played well today.
What are you giving him, Matt?
For me, if I'm being genuinely honest about Robbo, I felt like he done as best as he could against Adama, although I did feel like he was slightly like overwhelmed by the occasion when Adama was running at him. Felt a little bit hard, but again, Adama can't do it to anyone. I think the thing that let Robbo down today wasn't the like having to try and match Adama, because that's probably hard for any defender to do. It was some of the crosses were a little bit spammy, like a little bit like I'm just gonna get to the byline and just cross it in and hope I find someone. I kind of felt like he didn't look up enough, like, and he done that in the last couple of games. I felt like he went back to slightly like Robbo of the start of the season where the crosses were just being a bit spammed in. And not only that, as you said, Cal, the second guessing himself, like, bro, put your foot through it. Like, why are you second guessing? And like the ball comes to you, you can shoot, but then you're floating it back in. Like, be decisive. Because what's so mad is this year. I know we don't know if this would ever happen, but you get a feeling. I reckon Tsimikas tries to lash that in, Whether he scores or not is another thing. And we can have a go for saying he missed, but I think Tsimikas lashes it in. So I'll be honest, I have to give Robbo a 7. That's just me personally.
So what did you give him, Drift, again?
I gave him an 8.
So should we meet in the middle at 7.5 then? Because I gave him a 7.5. Matt's given him a 7. You've given him an 8.
Yeah, we'll have to meet in the middle. Yeah, 7.5.
Yeah. That's cool.
Yeah.
Still feel like there's a little bit of resentment to Robbo's recent form before his little resurgence as well, though, which I think is a bit harsh. I think we should judge Robbo just on this game. I'm not speaking to you two, by the way.
I think we are, though.
I'm not saying you two. I think there's a little bit of resentment that Tsimikas isn't starting as well, which I get, but I still think you have to judge the player on the game rather than what their form's been like for the last couple of months.
Agreed.
Fabinho.
I thought Fabinho was really good today as well. Filled in when Matic made forward runs on a few occasions. Took a brilliant yellow card to stop Adama from counter-attacking on us. I thought he was good, man. 8.5. I thought Fabinho was good today.
8.5 for me. What are you saying, Matt?
Fabinho, I remember he made a couple of lunges that he normally does make, but I think the pace of Adama, and I think that's one of the reasons why he got a yellow. A late challenge.
You have to take that yellow.
Yeah, here or there. But I thought he filled in very well when Matic went forward. He kind of covered the space. He understood the assignment at hand when he had to kind of drop back into position. And I felt like as well when he got the ball, he was trying to be as progressive as possible. I would give Fabinho an 8 because I felt like he was solid. And the only thing that stops me giving him an 8.5 today was because of maybe the yellow, where I kind of felt like, in fact, no, I won't even say that, because you know what?
You had to do it.
Sometimes you have to do a tactical foul like I was talking about before. So yeah, he gets an 8 for me. I thought Fabinho was very, very solid. I thought it was very good. He gets an 8.
So what did you give him again, Drift? Sorry?
That's an 8 for me.
I'll give him an 8. I'll settle on an 8, bro.
You get that E.
Cool. Thiago.
9.5.
Geppetto.
9.5. Ran the game into the mud. Literally.
Geppetto.
Everything that went through us was through him. He never stopped. And here's the thing about Thiago as well. He was on a yellow and was still trying to be as decisive as possible with his challenges. He was always looking to spread the play. He was always looking for Trent out on the wide. Things with Thiago. One thing I love about Thiago is he could be under pressure and his peripheral vision will show him where the open man is. And that was key for what we was doing today. Every single time we attacked, he will be at the base of the attack starting to move. Or he will be telling someone what to do. I love the guy, man. Seriously, 9.5 for me. I thought it was sensational.
If you agree, disagree with the rating?
9 for me. Thiago was brilliant today. I'll give him a 9 today.
It's a 9.5 for me. I'm with Matt on that one. Just destroyed Wolves' pitch with all the sauce he was dishing out.
It's different, man. It's different.
They're going to have to relay the surface.
Trust.
Man of the match for me as well, by the way.
Yep, same for me as well, you know.
Hendo.
Henderson wasn't one of his better games. Some of his passing was a little bit off. Provided energy and running, which is what he does anyway, always offers that outlet. But it just kind of wasn't working for him. And I think that's one of the reasons why Klopp should take him off. And I think as kind of like what I believed even now as well, the double pivot with Fabinho and Thiago, I think they're just that wavelength that those two have kind of separates themselves as to why I think he took off Hendo, even though Henderson's the captain. And Henderson's like another reason why we drive forward and can win a game. But on today, I just felt like he won at it. I don't know what it was. He wasn't as sharp as how I normally see him. So for me, I'm gonna give Henderson a 7. Give him a 7.
I agree with the 7. Drift.
Yeah, I'll give him a 7 as well. I still thought he played well, but he's had better games.
Yeah,
I think he was just good today.
it was just good. Like there was nothing. Like he could have done more in it.
So I made a little mistake here. Who did it? Was Fabinho 8.5? We gave him in it.
Fabinho was
it
8 point. No,
I gave him an 8. I gave Fabinho an 8.
So yeah,
I gave Fab at 8 as well.
We gave Trent an 8 point. Did we give Trent an 8.5 or is it an 8?
I think he was at 8 as well, wasn't he?
All right, cool. So that's all correct now then.
Yeah.
I had a little mare there. Looking for him. Hendo 7. Salah.
If I'm being honest, go on, Jeff.
He's got to get credit for the assist. Overall in the game, though, I thought he was puffing and puffing a little bit.
He was on the edge of the game, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was right on it. It was like he's either going to burst into it or he's going to fall back. And there was 1 or 2 times when I think he just made the wrong decision. There was one time when I just shouted, "Pass, brother!" Like I can't even remember what it was, but like he was being But I don't blame him. He knows he's one of the only people that can change the game for us. So when he's forcing it, it's because he's just trying to make something happen.
So to cut you drift, there was a lot of times where I watched and he was literally throwing his arms up in the air, frustrated because he was open and the pass didn't come to him or the pass didn't come to him sooner. You could just see his frustration today because he wanted to win so bad. Like you get different types of players. I hate to even call him out for this, but Ronaldo, when he throws his arms up, he does it because it's like I'm better than everyone else, so I deserve better. Whereas Salah's doing it because he wants to win at all costs. And I was seeing a lot from him today, and I thought he was the best out of the front three. But I still don't think he was amazing. But the assist was brilliant. It's his first touch that made the assist. Because usually he would just take that, trap the ball, and then go from there. But his first touch was so progressive. He took it in his stride and knocked it forward, which caught the whole of their defense off guard. So, I mean, I'd go 7.5 for Salah.
For me, Salah was persistent, although his defender that is up against, I felt like really kept him out of the game, kept Salah kind of quiet. But it's not like it wasn't for want of trying from Salah. He tried everything at that time. And the one thing I did love about Salah is that even to the right moment where he got this assist, he never gave up. So, like, yes, he was marked out of the game pretty much, in my opinion. One of Salah's most quietest games. But I feel like he kind of not redeemed himself, but he still had a massive part to play in. That's what can happen when you're that great, bro. You can have bad games and you're still able to do something, whether it's a goal or assist. I'm gonna give Salah a 7 for me. He gets a 7.
You get a casting vote, Drift.
He gets a 7 for me, man.
He got an assist. I'll give him a 7.5.
Cool. Diogo Jota.
You know what? That miss is ringing around in my head. But other than that miss, I thought he played well today.
I got to disagree.
Played all right. He played all right.
Nah, the
Some
ball
of his passing,
his passing.
A bit iffy.
He had a header in the first half.
Should have scored the header, bro. Remember the header?
He was lively though, guys. He was constantly
involved. It was lively. He was busy, but you can be busy, but not
involved in the game.
But is that not a requirement, just full stop, of a footballer, though?
Yeah.
No, you get a lot of times when players are completely just out the game, Cal, and like you just, you know what I mean?
No, I
They're just
get,
not
but
involved.
we've got the majority of the ball. Isn't that a requirement that you should be lively in a Klopp team?
It's
Like
true.
that's just the minimum. That's like saying you fed your child. Like you're not going to get brownie points as a dad or a mum for that. That's the part and parcel of being a parent. We've got to feed our children. You know what I mean? Like so, should players get that extra boost because they were lively or?
Yeah, I think they should, because I feel like being lively doesn't just mean you were running around. Like he was effective. He was a constant threat all game. And I know he did fluff his lines in a couple of the opportunities he should have scored, but he was still a threat all game. I'll give him a 6.5. I don't think I'm only marking him down because he missed that chance. I'd probably give him a 7 or a 7.5 if he'd have scored one of the two chances he had. Maybe even an 8, because I don't think he was that bad. He was constantly involved in the game.
8?
Yeah.
No, if he'd have scored one of those chances, I would have given him an 8. Because I thought he was constantly involved in the game and he was a threat.
For me, it's a 6.5 at best.
I was gonna say, for me,
Yeah,
I know
Jota
was
6.5.
yeah.
But if he'd have scored, I would have given him a high rating.
Jota was busy. He tried things like this, he wasn't working for him, and I have to keep it real, because when last season when we kept on saying, "Oh, Mane was busy, but it wasn't working," I was being honest and being like, "Yeah, he can be busy, but if it's not working, just have to be honest." And today it wasn't working. It's the same thing as like a Mane-esque, so to speak, performance that he might have had last season. That's how I kind of felt how Jota had. Because let's be real, Jota should have scored the goal where the two defenders like literally just stood there in the middle, and Jota could have put it either side, and he should have scored the header. And not only that, some of his passing was a bit iffy. When he got dropped into the 10, even though he's not a 10, he really didn't affect the game at all. And I think Klopp was like, "Yeah, you tried your best, but it hasn't happened for you today." I'm gonna give Jota 6.5.
But also, we have to drop the beat for Jota because it is his birthday. Massive shout out
Yeah,
to
he's
Jota.
25 today, though. You're
25,
right, though.
Big
He's
things.
25.
Happy birthday.
Maybe he was thinking about his after party.
He should be thinking
He
about it
must have
after
been.
the after game, innit?
For real.
Big up, Jota. Guys, I've just realized there's a bit of a mare situation. There's no 6.5. So it's a 6 or it's a 6 or a 7.
Yeah, but Cal, the real issue is there should be.
I shot myself in the foot with this one.
Boy.
If it's between a 6 and a 7, I'm going 6.
What you
I think he should get a 7 if it's in between, if it's either or, because I don't think he played poorly enough to get a 6.
You get a casting vote, Matt.
I'm gonna go 6. I'm gonna go 6.
Bit harsh, innit?
I'll
I
go
don't
6.
think it is, Drift. I can't lie.
He didn't have a good game, bro.
Jota looked the most likely to score for me today. He was a threat, man.
But he didn't know, bro. That's
He
the
won
thing.
a
No, he
'cause
didn't.
if-
And by the way, for people saying 8 is way too high, I'm not saying he should get an 8 now. I'm saying if he'd have scored one of those chances. Because let's be real, if he'd have scored that header or he'd have scored that one-on-one, we wouldn't be as disappointed with his performance. I think it was just because it was such a glaring miss. You're like, how on earth did he miss that? And don't get me wrong, how on earth did he miss that?
I think if he scores a goal for me, I'd have given him a 7.
Yeah,
I
because
thought
even
his
if he
overall-
scored
I
it,
thought
it's
his
like he
overall
didn't
play was
play. He didn't play very well. He didn't have a. Yeah, I'm gonna be wrong. Keeping it 6. I'm keeping it 6.
I'm not gonna argue with it, but
Mane.
Oh boy.
I give Mane a 6 today. He's had better days.
Yeah, I would give Mane a 6 as well. If I'm being honest with Mane, the thing is, when I looked at that shot that he had near towards the end, I thought he blazed over, but the goalkeeper made a save. He made the goalkeeper actually made a very good save. Yeah, the first angle that they kind of showed you, I was like, what I didn't mind that score. And I realized, like, okay, 6 save. Mane was again trying to be busy like Jota. Like he was busy, but it just wasn't one of them games. Like it can happen. And I think Jota and Mane were kind of the same. It wasn't happening. And the same thing again. To be fair, it wasn't happening for Salah either. The only reason we're giving Salah a slightly higher mark is because Salah got an assist. Because again, like he kind of kept going, and the others they all kept going, but it didn't happen. That's the fine margins. I give Mane a 6.
I agree with it.
He's gonna get 6. I would have actually given Mane a 5 today.
5?
Yeah, hear me out.
Yeah, go on. Yeah.
I just don't think he was on it today. Like he's been very good this season. I just think today wasn't a very good game for him. He just didn't seem himself. Like even that chance, I think he goes with his left foot when he's in his normal frame of mind with that one. Going with your right foot from that angle, especially when he's got a good left foot, was weird for me. Like if he was I'm trying to think of a one-footed player, but let's say he was a one-footed player and he had no left foot. I can understand him doing that with his right foot, but he's got a very good left foot, and he takes out of his left foot, he curls that around the keeper, and it's a goal near post.
I hear that.
Also, when he got the ball, like I do feel a few times he lost his jewels when he was trying to take on a man. But also, when he got the ball, sometimes he would just turn back and pass it straight back without sort of trying to be progressive. He seemed to be in his own mind today. He didn't seem himself, and he slowed the game down sometimes as well. Again, he just didn't seem himself. None of the front three were good today. He just didn't seem himself. The only reason Jota gets higher than Mane for me is because Jota was a goal threat, but Jota wasn't bagging. Whereas, apart from that chance at the end, I don't think Mane was a goal threat.
I think there was a couple of times when he was, but his touch just let him down at the last minute. He was still threatening. It's just his first touch today let him down on one or two occasions where, with a better first touch, he probably would have scored.
I'll be real. A couple of you saying disaster class and poor. Again, I know we throw those terms around loosely, but poor in our categories here is 2 to 4, and awful is 0 to 2, which is also a disaster class. There's absolutely no one who's in those realms. Like, I think we have to be very careful with the terms we use to like describe players sometimes. And let's not just start throwing players under the bus and all that. Like, we're better than that as a fan base. We are better than that as a community. Let's not do that. Let's not scapegoat players. We won the game, for goodness sake.
For real.
Like, we actually won the match.
Yeah.
Like, Mane missed a chance. Jota missed a couple of chances.
Let's not bring down the mood too much, for real, because we won the damn game. Like,
even Salah missed a chance when Mane pulled the ball back for him, and the keeper made a save. He's like, Salah probably.
But I don't think that was a missed chance. I don't think Salah could have done much more.
Salah on his left foot from 12 yards out was a missed chance. They all missed chances today.
No, I think that's disingenuous, because if you look at the shot, it's not like it was straight at the goalkeeper. The goalkeeper had to make a good save, and he couldn't do much else with it. Whereas Jota's, he's 1-on-1 with 2 defenders.
Oh yeah, no, it wasn't.
Mane's like 5 yards out 1-on-1. So I think the misses are completely different.
No, he was further away than that. Yeah,
but he was about 5 yards out. Mane's chance.
Well, I must be thinking of a different chance then.
The one in the dying minutes was about 5 yards out, bro.
Nah, the one when the keeper made a save, but at first it looked like he went. Nah, that wasn't 5. It wasn't that close, bro. The goalie was about 5 yards out when he made the save.
Bro, he was pretty close, bro. When you take it back, it was pretty close.
Well, it definitely weren't inside the 6-yard box. It wasn't that close.
It was either in the 6-yard box or just outside it.
I'll have to watch it back.
Callum says, need to take Drifty Tax into consideration of these ratings. I think Drifty's been pretty all right tonight with the ratings. I'm not going to lie.
Same, yeah. It's been, same as me pretty much.
Yeah,
No,
if anything, you could say
there's been a 0.5 in it.
Yeah.
Well, I understand. Yeah,
I don't think anyone was poor today. Like, again, happy for people in the comments to disagree. It's what we're all here for. We all have different footballing opinions. But when you win the game and the other team don't dominate you, it's not like we won the game by a smash and grab. We won the game. It should have been more comfortable, but we won the game. Like, no one was poor tonight. And I'm happy to debate that from now until Monday if you guys want it in the comments, because I genuinely don't think anyone was poor. Like, some of our players weren't up there. their peak, but no one was poor or awful. Shaka A says we always heavily critique Mane. Jota was worse.
I've been saying it. Mane seems to really get like some overly piled on thing, but I'm not gonna go into it.
What did we give Klopp today?
Gotta give him some credit because he was like, you know what, I'm gonna bring on Divock. Because he could have not brought him on. He could have brought on Taki, you know.
And he brought him on a lot earlier, by the way, as well.
Like 60th minute or something, you know.
Like
he gave him some proper time to get into the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna give. Do you know what? I'm gonna give Klopp an 8 and 8.5, and I'll tell you why. That was the start 11 I would have went with as well. There's nothing I would have changed from that start 11 if I'm being genuinely honest. And when he realized that it wasn't working, he was like, I'm going to change formation. I'm going to change things up. I'm not just going to stick with the 4-3-3 and just take off one man and bring another man. He was like, let's change shape and try something different. And it actually prevailed. I'm giving Klopp an 8.5.
Yeah, I'll go with 8.5.
That's it. We've got no other players to rate now, have we?
There might be one.
Is there one? Who's that, Matt?
I think his name is, what's his name? Oxalate, no,
Clutch, innit? We got
Divock Origi, fam.
Clutch, that's who it is. Clutch
with the clutch gene.
Milner barely on for any minutes. Should we just give him a default 6?
Give him a
6. Although he made 2 great clearances.
You gave it a have it.
Yeah, he gave it the Sunday League clearance.
Ox 6 as well.
I give Ox a 6.5/7. I thought Ox done well when he came on.
We don't have 6.5s, man. We just discussed that big.
Oh yeah. Sorry, 6. That's what I meant. 6. Yeah.
I'm just putting my dirty laundry out there for everyone.
So I did forget for 1 second. Yeah, 6.
I usually do the whole democracy thing when it comes to player ratings. I'm not even doing that today, you man. Like, there's no arguments, surely.
No, but what, from me?
From anyone. From
who?
You know you're getting no arguments from me. But you want to know something, yeah? I'm going to be real. I'm going to take this moment because I don't want to keep going on about it. But this is his moment, innit? It weren't just about the goal today, you guys. I actually think he was brilliant, even with like his link-up play, his decision-making. He was doing 1-2s. He beat a man a couple of times. Like, the goal was the icing on the cake. I genuinely think for 25 minutes, half an hour, he was actually just playing really well. And he brought a threat to our front line that we didn't kind of have. He looked a little bit more likely to get a goal than Mane or Salah had all game. And then, thankfully, he did get the goal. Do you know what I mean? And there was a little part of the goal as well where he had to create it for himself. Like, obviously, Salah was the one who cut it back from him after a little bit of, a brilliant touch and a little bit of skill and then pulling it back. But, like, it was still behind Divock, so he had to take a touch and spin and still compose himself to make sure he finished it. It wasn't like an easy tap-in. So I just think his all-round play was really good today. The goal is the icing on the cake for me, do you know what I mean? I think he played really well when he came on.
It's a mirror. Light work. Big up Divock Origi.
I'm not even gonna lie. It sounds really weird, but there's not many things that make me happier than Origi scoring for Liverpool, brother. Swear down.
I hear that.
Swear down, bro.
Boy,
I lost my shit. I think I nearly headbutted the ceiling and everything.
I said I woke up Stevie. Poor boy probably thought someone's breaking into the house or something. At 2 years old, that must have been a lot for him still. I'm not gonna lie, but that must have been a lot for him. Must have been a lot for him. But yeah, it is what it is, man. When you get winners like that, you gotta celebrate it. People, before we sign off, make sure you check out our Christmas merch. Click the link in the description on our YouTube channel for the Christmas merch. Go and order that stuff. Obviously, if you want it in time for Christmas, you're going to have to order that stuff pretty soon. So make sure you don't miss out. Also, guys, if you want to get your viewers reviewing and you want to wax lyrical about Divock Origi, then make sure you send it in to us by 4 p.m. tomorrow. 4 p.m. tomorrow to our email, which is teamkopish@gmail.com. That is teamkopish@gmail.com. All one word, no hyphens. just team@kopish@gmail.com, and it should be 90 seconds and filmed in landscape, not portrait.
Landscape, indeed.
Not landscape. So make sure you do that as well, people. We will be back on Monday, unless there's some sort of crazy breaking news between now and then. Back on Monday for our Monday night live show. Again, if there's any topics you want us to discuss in that as well, leave your comments in this video. Smash the like button before you go as well. We've had over 1,000 of you strong in the stream for most of it. So shout out to everyone who joined us. You could have been with the other channels that we all love, but you decided to join us, so it means a lot. We appreciate the support. Matt Drift, anything you want to say before we take the people out?
Big up Divock Origi. We move.
When Origi get his statue?
Yeah, I'm just happy that Origi's just getting his flowers after I've always believed in him and that. So Drift, man, it feels good for us, isn't it? Matt, you're in the mud.
It does. Divock Origi, where do you want your statue?
This guy.
No, real talk. I just want everyone to know that it feels really good. Not to say I told you so, but just to see a man who I feel deserves credit get credit. That's all I care about. The man deserves credit. And finally, he's getting some credit. And if you look at this season, every single time he's come on the pitch, bar maybe once or twice, and that's normally because he only gets like 5 minutes, he's made an impact. I think it's undeniable now that he offers something to us that other players don't seem to be able to offer off the bench. And I believe he can do better if he starts, man. But, we'll see how it goes.
Matthew says, MrLastMinute.com put respect on his name, Origi, the Dun Dada. Indeed,
Trust me.
Indeed. And thank you, people, for rocking with us. I said, make sure you check out our socials as well. Follow us on social media as well if you haven't as well. And until Monday, people, stay safe, stay blessed, enjoy the rest of the weekend, and we will see you soon, people. Take care.
Peace.
Hi guys, by now you'd have seen our merch store and you're familiar with it, but hold on, what's that, Christmas stuff? Oh, hold on a sec. Merry Clopmas, mugs, t-shirts, hoodies for men, women and children. Oh, that's nice. I like that. Look at the detail on that. But wait, hold on. There's more. Jingle. No, not jingle bells. It's Jurgen bells. Look at the Christmas tree with the trophies underneath it. Snapbacks. You know how it is. You've seen the snaps that before. Oh, it's a red one. It's a red one as well. Guys, you know what to do. Click the link in the description. Head over to our merch store and get your stuff now. Let's go.